Hi, and welcome to Ask Dr. B. Today I'm excited to respond to a video that was submitted by my younger daughter, Mira. So thank you, Mira, for sending this in. This video actually has two questions in it. I'm going to let you watch the video, and then I'm going to answer the two questions separately. I'll answer the first one in this video. So take a look.
Hello, I am here to submit my questions to Dr. B, who is my mother, so questions for mom. So the first one I kind of wanted to touch on was what are basically your thoughts, any advice on college students, especially transitioning from online classes to in-person classes and in-person exams, and everything is so different for us now, and it's really stressful, honestly, and a lot of people, including myself, don't really know how to deal with that, how to change your study habits and stuff like that, and that's definitely very hard to focus on. Another one would be, yet again, advice and questions on balancing life in school and work in school and school and work, and just kind of balancing and managing time, because I know that that's also something that I definitely struggle with, as well as many of my friends.
That's a great set of questions, Mira. I think relevant for many people, whether in college or not, that first one about balance. And that's the one I'm going to answer first. So Mira's question is, how do you maintain balance when you're juggling so much? In her case, as a busy college student, she's balancing her full course load, a job, relationships, activities, and it can be overwhelming. So first of all, know that we all get overwhelmed. We all can be overwhelmed by what we're managing in our lives. So the first thing to do is to take stock, assess, why am I feeling overwhelmed right now? Maybe I've picked up an extra class this semester that really sort of tipped me over the edge, or maybe the mixture of classes that I'm having right now are much harder than ones I've had before. Maybe I'm working more at my job. I've picked up extra shifts, or I'm putting in more hours. Maybe I'm struggling in a relationship, or maybe a relationship recently ended and I'm sad. I'm dealing with the loss of something, and I don't have the energy that I normally have to devote to my studies, my work. So it's important to start with an assessment. What's happening right now? And then you have to have some honest discussions with yourself and perhaps with others. And you have to make some tough decisions. That saying, you can have it all. Not really. We rarely can keep juggling at that level. It may be possible for a while, but when we're feeling overwhelmed and overloaded, we really need to pay attention to that. So it may mean that I have to drop a class, especially if, again, the mix is not right. And I might not have known that when I got into this semester. It might mean that I have to cut back on my work, which is difficult because I like to have the money, but if it's not worth it, it may mean that if a relationship is unhealthy, or I need some additional support, either one, I need to get out of that relationship, which that comes then with its own price of dealing with that loss. I understand that. Or maybe it means I need to get some support, whether through, a peer group, from my family, perhaps some counseling, maybe really take a look at what that potentially that drain is. And then again, you got to make tough decisions because it's not sustainable. You also need to take a look at how long has this been happening. If it's the first couple of weeks of a semester, or you're just starting a new job, give yourself some time to adjust. But if it goes on and it's interfering with your daily functioning, if you're having trouble sleeping, if you're having trouble concentrating, if you find yourself, anxious and or tearful, or feeling like you just don't have the energy to do anything, that's a sign that something needs to change. You may be that you're feeling physically sick, it's coming out and that you're getting sick. Again, that's a sign that you need to do something. And it may be one of those things that I've mentioned. It also could be helpful at that point to get some professional help, at least, get some support for a while until it's clear what needs to change or what you need to do differently. It's really important to maintain your self-care routine, or begin a self-care routine if you don't have one. Do what works for you and don't let yourself make excuses. Make the time to take that run or go to that yoga class or do your meditation. If part of your self-care means making time for your friends and going out and blowing off steam and having fun, healthy fun, make sure you make time for that. If this is caught up in some intense, expectation for yourself or that others have of you, have those conversations so that you're not putting yourself in a just impossible situation that you can't keep all the balls in the air and continue to function, continue to feel good about yourself and your life. Thank you, Mira, for this question. It's a great question. In the future episodes of Ask Dr. B, we're going to be talking about managing anxiety specifically a bit more, so you might want to tune in for that. Please continue to send in your questions, and I look forward to continuing to answer them. Thank you very much.